Alrighty, what's going on, people of YouTube and Twitch? Belton here, back with another little crafting video. So today we got quite lucky and we managed to hit two pairs, believe it or not, of +2 frenzy charge gloves. The natural next step would be to go for the +2 power charge helmet. So I crafted this up just a little while ago. As you can see here, we've got the elevated power charge, T1 life, T1 elemental damage, T1 crit multi, T4 int, and aspect of the cat with perfect implicits. And we added the gilded fossil and 30% chance to not consume with discharge. So I only have 6 locks here, which is not a lot, but I will explain the craft real quick before we jump into it. What we're going for ideally, this would be a perfect outcome for us. So we would want to have the cold damage actually stay there. So have the power charge replace the gilded fossil. It would be okay if it didn't. The cold damage, even though discharge has a 600% effectiveness of added damage, we have so many charges that this is actually a pretty incremental increase. Other corruptions, if we were to use the locust, that would be really good. It'd be +2 to AoE, +2 to aura, 90% mana reservation, which would be insane. Life, ES, there's a couple leeches, but they wouldn't apply since we're using original sin. But in general, though, the power charge is really what we're going for. You can see here on this version, I have the elevated elemental damage. This is actually not exactly pertinent for the build I'm playing currently, since we're using original sin. The Ele pen is not meaningful. As well here, we've got the chance to avoid being stunned instead of the int. So with respect to what I have right now, we can actually get started, and I will explain as we go along. So we got the first lock used, and we get no effect from the locust. No effect from the Vol Orb. The Maven's Orb does not hit. And what we're trying to see here for the annul is to get rid of that int so that we can potentially craft the chance to avoid being stunned. So none of those hit. So we're going to go ahead and give it another shot here. Nothing with the locust. Not be blinded. The Vol Orb. The elemental damage there elevated the crit multi. And the annul removed the crit multi. So no luck there again. Ooh, +2 to minion gems. No bueno. No luck there. That's removing the aspect. Is that everything? So yeah, no luck there again. I'm not sure why these are not working, but they're not. Aspect again. Nope, no luck with the Vol Orb. No luck with double corrupt. Well, we hit. Oh no, sorry, no, we didn't. I was gonna say the elevation didn't hit there. Let's see if we can hit. And it removed. What did it remove? The power charge. Nope, no luck there again. Nope, nothing with the Vol Orb. Nothing with the double corrupt. No luck with the elevation. Oh, there we go. We got rid of the boo. And we get rid of the int, which is good. So that's some improvement at least. chance to avoid being stunned. Now, obviously, 6... oh, you have to use the chromes in your hideout? Okay. Alright, so... oh, we're on to our last lock. Lock number 6. Oh my god. Oh, that's so good. Oh, man. So we have to think here. The power charge is what we're really going after, but 90% RMR is so good. And the fact that it's got the life too. The helmet is otherwise pretty much perfect. As I mentioned, one of the things that we had here on the Ideal helm, you can see it's exactly how we have it right now, but the elevation on the elemental damage. The reason why I have that is because we're not always necessarily going to play a original Sin version. For example, on standard, where I have 5 max charge ring, using that twice is probably better than getting the chaos conversion versus getting 5 additional charges. Plus 55 multi doesn't really make sense. However, the power charge. So for 1 power charge, what we're going to get, we get 10% crit multi. 58% crit chance, 8% mana regen. These 2 points I should actually normally have equipped, but that would be 11% damage. We would also get 6% AoE. And in terms of base damage, we would get 1600, 6600, 6700, 3850 average damage. But if we look at our total charges, so right now we have, we would have this equipped. So we would have 9, 21, 26 charges. So we'd be going to 27. So it would be about a 4% increase. But the thing is, you know what? Even though that is very enticing, I don't think we're going to settle. Just because the helmet's perfect otherwise. And... I feel like we owe it to ourselves to make a perfect one. So we'll pass up on that. But yeah, that's definitely something to take a look at there. Since this video is very short and we only had 6 locks, I'll explain to you guys how to craft this real quick. Because crafting the helmet itself was actually very, very quick. And I know a few people have showed some interest in the discharge build in general. So get rid of int, the people who gambled on the channel. There you go. So in terms of crafting this, guys, all we did, so you can see we've got a placeholder helmet in right now. Swap those 2 out. What we did first, we just get Alt Control C. What we're going to do is get the power charge on there first and foremost. Right, so we get it Warlords. We can get the power charge on there. Here, I'm just gonna actually put it on. So we get the power charge. And then what we're gonna do, once you get a power charge on there, you want to isolate the power charge, right? So in this case, you want to make sure it's the only prefix. Then you're gonna go suffixes. and do prefixes cannot be changed. Okay, then you're going to scour it, and that's going to make it magic. From here, you're going to craft prefixes can't be changed again, and you're going to imprint it. Right, and then you're going to regal. And then what I did was reforge. There's a few options you have here, but for myself, we're going to reforge life. All right, there we go. Look at that. We hit the T1 life. In this case here, we want to get rid of the mana, which we just did. Oh, sorry, we want to elevate the power charge. Sorry, scratch that. What we're going to do first is reforge crit like that, and then we're going to elevate the power charge. There we go. Then we do prefixes cannot be changed again. And scour again. And now we've got the elevated power charge. What we're going to do then is again craft prefixes can't be changed, and we are going to imprint this. We're going to regal, and then we're going to reforge life. And we're going to do that until we hit a life roll that we're satisfied with. You can also do, if you'd like here, another option would be to use a Veiled Chaos Orb. If you want to get like the +2 AoE. There's T2 life. We'll just settle with that for now, just for demonstrative sake. After that, we have to isolate it again, like this. Then what I did was prefixes can't be changed, and I did reforge influence. And we did that until we only did it once, but we ended up hitting the elemental damage, which was actually, I was very happy. I made an audible noise when that happened. There we go, elemental damage. And then for the suffixes, you do prefixes can't be changed, and if you do reforge crit, you are guaranteed to get the crit multi. And there's only 3 tiers of those, and they're all weighted equals. They're all weighted equally. In my case, I got the crit multi as we did there, the tier 1, and then instead of the accuracy suffix there, which would we had int pop up. We had that int roll there, and then I put on aspect of the cat. Great. And then so from here, what we were looking to do when we went to the temple, it's also worth noting we had the gilded fossil here as well, 30 quality, and the base percentage all taken care of ahead of time, as well as any divining that you want to do. Now when we go to the temple, we're going to check for the Vol Orb to see if we could replace the gilded fossil. Or, I mean, frankly, if it replaces the cold damage, that's fine as well for the power charge. We're also going to check the locus. Another thing we were hovering was the annulment orb to see if it would replace the intelligence, as it just did there, and as it did when we did it. And another thing we were checking for as well was to see if the maven orb would elevate the elemental damage with the crit multi. Because if we do elevate, there we go. If we do elevate it like this, as we just did there, all we have to do, again, to put it back on there, is do crafted mods. Prefixes can't be changed, and then just do reforge crit to put it back on. There we go, crit multi T1, and in that case we also didn't require did not require the annul or multiple uses, and then we also went with stun. There, and so that's it. And then locus of corruption wise, we can do a few of those here just to show you. It's the exact same. Oh shit, there it was. I think that was power charge and +2 curse. You could also, you probably noticed, some of you, that I didn't elevate the multi on the suffix. The reason for that is that the elevated crit multi is only, there we go. The elevated crit multi is only 24% crit multi, whereas the tier 1 is 20%. It's, 4% crit multi is not worth the hassle of it, in my opinion. And the reason why the 25% chance to avoid being stunned is good there is because the boot enchant is 80%, and so that'll cover all of your stun needs. And again, the penetration here is completely unnecessary. If you're using Original Sin, it's just in case you swap to a version that does not. The aspect of the cat can also be put on the gloves, or if you're really desperate, on a ring. But as you guys who watched the previous video know, I wasn't able to get the aspect on either of these +2 frenzy rings here. And then you're otherwise pretty much occupied by uniques everywhere except for your helmet. One place actually where you can put aspect of the cat is on these, is on your weapon. It would just take a lot of Hinakora's locks to do, though. So it would require doing this. Right, so you can see the weapon's got the multi-mod, crafted mods, blah, blah, blah. You'd have to do Hinakora's lock until you got rid of the 3 crafted modifiers. There we go. And then you can put the aspect on there as well. That's actually probably the most efficient way to do that. But yeah, so today we used, it took us 21 locks in total to hit this one, guys. So that was 17 of those the first video. Took 4 of them today. And then on this one, it took 14 locks in total to hit the frenzy. And on this one, we are now 6 locks deep. But I will keep you guys updated the next time we make an attempt at that, and hopefully we can get a very, very nice double power charge helmet, one to add to our long-term discharge collection on standard. All right, thanks a lot, guys. Cheers.